Good day, my friends. Welcome to episode 29 of my Krastorio series. So, last episode I was super happy about the advanced labs and everything being possible with them. Today I set them up between the episodes and I realized they're not able to process basic tech cards. So, we're not able to just power the laboratory with those alone. This is really fiendish and I like it. So, I don't know, did I miss some line there? I don't really think that I got any real warning here, but I don't mind. I like if new problems show up, so I'm okay with that. So last episode I left off with those funny little machines right here, which enable us to grab the production of the future. And today I want to produce some more electrolyzers to get the ball rolling there as well. And also I've decided that this shall be the outer premises of this production facility, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense to have different production facilities at all. So there we go. Just drawing a little line. Because this is going to be the other line then. So they are quite close together, but I don't mind. Oops. Alright. Maybe I'm going to do some pavement jobs in between two episodes at some point, but I haven't found the spirit to do that yet. Because honestly, it is a real pain to do that in a larger scale. Right now, I just use it for some form of orientation. Okay, I want today to put up the electrolysis plant and filtration plant assemblers as well. So I'm just heading over here for some new parts. Maybe I'm going to pick up some red belts as well. They got depleted quite heavily too. And off we go. I need to see some place to drop materials into as well. I'm not sure. Coal works, right? Yeah, at least for the yellow ammo. Wonderful. Okay, what to research next, friends? Portable solar panel. Okay, this is some sort of armor insertment module. I see. Maybe I didn't research anything yet to use that. A flamethrower. Flamethrower turrets. They consume oil per second. That means these are the first turrets I have available, which need to be constantly powered by ammo. Okay, interesting. Electric energy distribution, what's that? Oh, the substations. Oh yeah, I want to have those. This really sounds damn interesting to me. I want to know what's up with that. Because just from reading the numbers, it sounds like I would have a huge energy distributor, which, if I understand substation correctly, would be running underground. Okay, this assembling machine, does it really get anything all it needs? Items per second. They need the pipe machine and the gear machine. Let's check. So I could power a lot more engine machines, as a matter of fact. Wonderful. Good. Well, good. So I'm outputting a really meager amount of engines at this point. I need more of those. So how are we going to do that? And I think it's time to differentiate this little array here a little bit. So with this being my intermediate product facility, we're going to expand the power of this a little bit. So let's check. We're going to get into engine production. So I'm going to erase the old recipe from the Helmod here. There's right. Alright. So sometimes I just have some contemporary recipes. That's one of those. So my real question here is wait a sec. That's not the interesting part. I want to know how many engine factories will be supported by one of these guys. Actually, 10. Really? We're able to power 10 engine factories with just these 2 arrays? Wonderful. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Going to put these items here now onto separate belts, because I strongly feel like this is not going to be enough to power this array at all. There's a lot of gear wheels in there. We're going to leave them somewhere else. And I had some very, very simple idea in mind, but I think you'll like it, because it's quite powerful. I'm going to put this like there. 1 for the inserter, 1 for the belt, inserter. There we go. So bear with me for a sec. Okay, we have the substations researched. I'm going to look into those in a sec. I'm going to research the mining productivity at this point. I know that there's the electric mining drill Mark II waiting for me around the corner there. Ooh, military 3. Yeah, but for now I'm going to stick with the costly efficiency researches, because I want to get a few things done with you, my friends, and not research one engine of progress after the other. So, no. I had this little idea in mind to have a belt which brings the materials for the engine production there. And this way we're going to have a very, very simple way of setting up a large production chain. So I'm going to drop the other gear wheels there. Okay. So next step will be this. Okay. This wall here holds. Wonderful. Going to output it like that. Why not? So ultimately, we're going to output, of course, here. This is not this is just something to get the old buffers empty. Ultimately, my plan now is quite simple and understandable, I think. I'm going to put down as many of these assemblers as I find place for. Put them like this for now. So I'm having 2, 4, and 6 of those tier 2s. We're right now configured with tier 1s, so let's check. So 6 are actually the upper limit of the pipe factory, so we're set. This is a well, a max array. Wonderful. Okay. Now we just need to use the proper inserters, but with this machine being as slow as it is, the yellow inserter is completely able to get the job done. That's something I like. Alrighty. I'm gonna expand that belt a little bit. And while this might not be the fastest production of engines ever, we're pretty sure we're very far away from producing an engine per second, but it will bring me a steady supply of this material I really, really need at this point, so we're going to We're going to do it like that, whatever. I'm done with this. The buffer of the engines was way smaller than the other buffer, and I have no patience for this anymore right now. So we're going to drop down a few more of those. There we go. And now I'm sitting around with a huge stack of engines, but we're going to get rid of those in a minute. Okay, but most importantly, I now have a lane of engines. That's one of the... I didn't expect to produce one day a supply lane of engines. But there we go. It's going to take a very, very long time to ultimately fill this lane. I don't like what I'm doing here. But, I think it's okay. Whoa! My hand grenades are having way more punch than ever. I researched something in between, you know? It's really noticeable. Wow, I really can't do this like I did before. One hit on the belt array produces so much excess work, it's really not worth the time anymore. Like, cutting those guys close to the belt by hand is way less work than repairing this stuff. Okay, gotta respect that. I'm just noticing that this is not an even belt at this point. Let's even it out. There we go. So I see a possibility that at some point of the story I'll have to do a huge engine array. I hope we're able to avoid that scenario, but I'm not sure. The wood facility here is really standing in my way here. So, well, there are two ways to handle that. I can run across or move the greenhouses. But for now, I'm inclined to move across. So, this is really not how I want to handle things, because it means the next lane won't have room to squiggle through. But I don't feel like reorganizing this wood production array at this point, so we're just going to do a hot fix. The bug fix comes later. Now I have all I wanted. Maybe producing engines on site would have been a little bit easier, but I don't care about easy. I consider it a long-term project of mine. So, I don't know. There are a few engines on the run here. Okay. Oh, I noticed a problem here. I missed a inserter. Okay, gotta repair that at some point. But for now, I want to lead. Oops. I want to lead the engines where I need them. And then we're going to repair the engine array. Okay, so I figured that I wanted to drop down the production of these things like here anyways. Like something like this. Well, we're going to get there in a sec. I want to repair that little part of the machinery and get some of these engines down there because they are a very slow breed. And I'm very aware of the fact that I'm not producing very efficiently there. with the electrolyzers and the filtration plants, but that's okay. I don't mind. This was never meant to be a quick working or efficient working array of any sorts. I just want to have an automated way of getting engines rolling towards there. Optimizing comes later. Optimizing begins when I get back to my green circuit array, for example. And we're talking about optimizing. Because I want to increase the production to at least one full belt. Because I think we need that quite much. Okay. I have a lot of junk in my inventory. Can't call it differently. So wait a sec, can't I put down the chemical plants in there? Really not? Okay. So I need to open the chest to do so. Fascinating. Considering that these boyos only stack up until 10, but they stack up until 50, I'm going to limit the storage a little bit differently. So there we go. Oh, well, here it's going to be like this. Okay, so electrolyzer, no, whatever, filtrations. So we need glass, steel beams, automation cores, and engine units. It's really not that hard. Here we can put away from some of those beams at least. I have a full line of glass here, so splitting this off is the least of my problems. So we're going to lead this through here. And then ultimately into this direction. So what up next? We're going to need this the automation cores, engine units. They don't need anything pre-produced, I just realized. I almost need no pre-production at all. Wonderful. Oops, that was some random misclick. Okay. Puts this into a different light. I just need to connect them with the right things. Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to put the automation cores in the engine on one belt, and glass and steel beams can take a complete belt. So where are the engines again? There are the engines again. Half a belt of the automation cores is already here. Splittered off. Do I do a own split for this? I'd strongly suggest so. It's always good to have your dedicated input. If anything, it makes things easier to understand if a array is only connected with one input line. If you start connecting 3 arrays over just one input line and splitting off more and more and more, like if I start splitting off from those split offs, I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't know how you guys see that, but doing so feels like I'm really destroying the organization in my precious chaos. So we're now producing a T-merger with the engines and the automation cores. Next off are the more intense resources here. I just realized a very, very simple possibility. So if I drop my machine over here, we can pick up the stuff we need there. I'm getting over with the glass to another direction. I just feel like I'm going over here, asking those bricks nicely to run underground for me. And there goes the glass input. For the steel, it's even as it's comparable simple. we're also asking the stones quite nicely to run along underground. And there we go. This machine has all it needs. So, we're going to check out the inserter needs. I mean, yeah, nothing here needs more than yellow inserters. Wonderful. I mean, I'll definitely need these reds to at least grab the stuff. I mean, that's sure. And now... do we have everything we need already? I think so. I think so, actually. So yeah, that's the first machine done. And I assumed that the other machine had such similar needs that supplying those would be quite simple. But they don't need engines, they only need automation cores. So let's check out the composition here. They need really large amounts of glass, copper plates, and steel beams, so no problem letting this run along here. Yeah, so I'll just need a separate input for copper here. I'm going to tap into this copper here because it's way closer than this one. Maybe I'm going to split it off here. Let's see. It's very undiluted from the main line, so that's why I'm using it. So there we go. Going to put the materials like this, and yeah, we're done here. It's also such a slow-moving production process that we're able to put them like that. And I just realized I want this machine here. Just to make sure I can put the completed machines into the vicinity there. Oh, I'm out of wooden chests. That's good. I don't want to use wooden chests anymore. We're using steel chests nowadays. They're more resolute. It's only because of the chance of a biter attack there. So, okay. With those steps being done, I'm ready. Like, these were the last few things I had in mind to get done before I think about further expansionary plans. So we're now having a more productive mining option. I could even research more projectile damage. Amazing. Okay. So where to head next? I can do advanced electronics, but we're far away from producing anything with that, so I'll rather not. Personal batteries, small portable generator. Sounds like things we're going to need later on. But for now, oh, steel fluid handling. Why not? Steel fluid tanks. Unlocks 2 new steel storage tanks. One can store up to 50k of fluid, the other one 200k. That's exactly what we're going to need for our future plans. Oh, this is the first time I have a chance to watch those fights happen in real time. So let's check it out. Fighters are going along this way. Wow, my turrets are really strong. They're making damn short work out of these guys. But I have to say, pretty much all of my research efforts during the last time went into the production of, what's it called? Military tech. So I'm not too surprised that my ammo is quite big-o. Going to drop a few of those engine units in here, but since this is not doing enough work, where can I drop the engine units into the belt array? There I can. Something I like to do sometimes is just a simple thing. Since I have too many of those engines, I'm dropping them here into the machinery, and I'm giving it a little inserter. And one day I'll come past this spot and grab this stuff, but now it's getting back into the cycle. And that's all I'm interested in. And speaking about which, I want to get rid of the basic tech cards here as well. I want to get rid of these little items here. I have so many leftovers in my inventory. There we go. Basic tech cards. Blank tech cards we can input somewhere else. Okay, steel fluid tanks, wonderful. Huge storage tank, needing a whopping amount of 112 steel plates. Wow. But on the other side, this is a option to make the oil hub happen that I have in mind. Okay, so I don't want to dip closer into this oil deposit. This is the oil deposit I want to have, actually. I still have turrets deployed there. Why? Okay, whatever. They are still there. They're still functional. Wonderful. So, a steel pump delivers 50% more output compared to the normal pump. So that would be a way of increasing my production there as well. So what I have in mind here is putting up a huge refinery array somewhere down here. Like all the oil will be collected there, and then we're going to have a lot of chemical plants and stuff over there. Because many of those things need materials like coal additionally to the oil, and this is the area where I have the biggest surplus of those materials for the longest in short time. Alrighty. So this place is working out magnificently. Wonderful. We're still having way more walls than we used. That's okay. So this is the next the next patch of oil I want to grab. So I can by now theoretically build advanced radars, but practically I'm pretty far away from that. So what I'm going to do is I want to plug down a radar in this area here and kill some biters on my way up there, because we are going to need that. And also, well, I have enough turrets everywhere. Okay. There we go. Finally, some fighting action again. I haven't attacked the biters for quite a long time. Okay. Ooh, I'm not having. Those are a little few turrets. Okay. Didn't expect to have those little turrets left. Okay. At this point, I'm honestly best off with just spamming the gun turrets like crazy. They're way stronger than I am right now. I'm just the turret delivery system, you know. They do the fighting for me. I don't mind. Okay, there go the steel fluid tanks. To mass produce this stuff, I would really need to up my steel production a lot. Okay, portable modules, I'm not too interested about that technology. Electric accumulators, this is some technology I'm really interested in. Oh, let's put that creep collector into this hotbar here. I feel like this is a very handy tool. Also, the cliff explosives live here now as well. So, picking up the goop, we need that stuff anyways. Alright, I'm getting closer. Not killing more biters than necessary, because it'll only make them evolve quicker. The more you kill, the quicker they evolve. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I checked it out, the mechanics were working like that. Okay. But these guys are definitely in my way. So they have to go. Quite a cheesy way to get to deal with those guys, but I don't care. Okay, we're looting more biomass than I can carry at some point, I guess. But that's good. Yeah, I can't loot more than that. Wow. Didn't expect that. Okay. So I'm only gonna free up one space of inventory here. Why does it have such a huge overlap? Oh well, whatever. So I'm going to deploy some turrets here. And I'm going to give them a little bit of ammo here. Because I feel like we're going to need it. And today I'm using the first time those long-range holes. They are so much more efficient. Oh, we're going to pick up those guys here. Don't know how long they are standing already here, but they definitely don't need to. Pity that I don't have enough inventory space to pick up the rest of the biomass, but oh well. Can't change that at this point. So this is the first step of taking control over the oil there. Gotta pick up this stuff. It's slowing down my progress. I need to run power through the goop. There we go. Inventory is full at this point, so I'll not bother anymore. But at least I don't have to run through the slime to drop my energy turrets. My power poles. That's not connected. There we go. And now let's use a small one in between, or well, a medium one. And control. So I'll need to get rid of a few nests here as well. And oh man, it's a lot of stuff happening around there. Okay. So this area here is quite hard to access for me. I also dropped a radar panel over here because I wanted to do a little bit more research of what's coming down there. So next step is going to be a radar deployment over into, I don't know, maybe this direction. There's a lot of enemies in the way there too, but well. The biters don't like me. I don't know why. Humans are such lovely people. What's not to like about them? So we're going to check out these, where they are. I want to build a substation. I want to know how this looks like in practice. Come on. No, I can't do it because my inventory is full. Okay. So. No, I can't input coke into that because it's producing coke. Oof. Good lord. Ah, there's something which takes my stones, but the stones are one of the few things I want to keep. Okay, there we go. I really want to dump the biomass at some point, but there we go. So, yeah, that's a substation. Wonderful. The wire reach is not that huge. Well, okay, 20. No, the wire reach is quite huge. Yeah. Anyway, it was only limited by the low power, the low wire reach of the thing that I tried to connect it with. So, iron ore and copper ore. Just get rid of those leftovers, you know. There we go. That's what I need. Get rid of the biomass. And then I really want to consider where I'm going to go next. But I think upgrading the oil production is the next logical step. Upgrading my oil production, producing all these things I couldn't before because my oil production was too low. And yeah, then we're going to head off into the rare metal production because I'll need to do some pre-production for that. And yeah, there are a lot of little things to do in between, but it's okay. It's just what life is made of. Lots of little things. Okay. Weapon shooting speed is researching damn slow, but well, I didn't expect that to go quickly. So, thousands units of biomass. Well, I guess that's a way to power my research as well. Okay, so I'll build another radar panel. Radar panels need a lot of energy, so I want to check out if I have enough energy to power that. Wait a sec. This is not looking cool. Okay, so I overstepped the needs of my power grid quite some time ago. Oh goody. So we're going to up our power production before we are thinking about anything else, so that's going to be quite quickly done. That's not really a big problem. I will go for another set of boilers and steam engines out of one simple reason. They are just quick to be set up. Like, there's not much trouble to go through to build an array like this, and their only downside is that they're using a lot of fuel and doing a lot of pollution. But apart from that, these things are quite good. So how much coke do I produce per second in this array? So they're producing 4 units of coke, and I'm not having enough power here. Oh, so my underproduction is not necessarily a result of not having enough power generators. Maybe we're just undersupplied with coal. So let's look what's happening there. Whatever might be happening there, I know how I want to handle it. It's quite simple. The times of fueling my power array like this are simply over since I don't know how long. So let's check out the outputs here. I'm using one output for the steel smeltery, I'm using one output for the iron copper smeltery, and I'm using one output for the other products. So I'm going to use a fourth output, more for more out of organizational reasons. It's not really a necessity, you know. We would be able to deal with this also. Wait a sec. Is this stuff flowing? No, it's not. No, I fixed it, right? Okay. I'll get rid of that iron ore right away before it starts to grow close to me again. Going to let this run a little bit off those three. Just to make sure that I recognize it as some different array. Okay. Oops. So I'm going to go this way. Because I think it's about time that my power production gets some proper fuel connection, you know. It's not like I'm not having the opportunity to take care of these problems, and the coal will be ultimately led into some other direction. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with that coal, but there we go. I'm replacing those with red belts, so they'll get their stuff a little bit quicker. Oh, wait a sec. What am I just running into? This whole production facility delivered into nowhere? Oh my god. That's why we're having problems, I see. There are some random garbage relics lying around here. Okay. Well. Did this connect something? Yes, it did connect something. So, let's connect those buggers again. And let's give this whole thing some real power source. Cut off this low production part here, and just give it the big main input of coke they want, because this is way more efficient to do it like that. This also brings up pretty much the end of my wood production in this area here, but I don't mind. It was something I didn't like too much anyways. Okay, so we're now at this point where this whole array here is not used anymore. Wow, didn't expect that to happen that quickly. And now we're going to watch the fuel run into our energy production and check out if everything is working out okay. But it should now. And I'm going to relax at this point, because the next thing we're going to do is to pick up some oil deposits and to build up some big oil hub. So the thing here remains, though, we're going to need more than one power array. So I'm going to leave you guys on this episode with this point of progress, because I feel like well, I'm going to build up a power array or something like off cam. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to start the next episode with that. Haven't decided that yet. There are just so many things to do at this point that it's hard to keep track what to do. Right, that's the next step, but that's how I like it. We're just watching a little biter army getting closer to my base. So that's what I was talking about. I killed a few of those. The last attack I was watching was way smaller. So my turrets here look a little bit overpowered, but let's see what they'll do. But no. We're having all the firepower we need, and we're upgrading it even. Okay, my friends, so feel free to drop me some comment down below if you have something you want to tell me. And apart from that, thanks for watching. Hope you come for the next episode as well. See you. Bye-bye.